I'm a pole dancer. Now I see I have everyone's attention, so when they asked me to be part of this flip in TEDx, I was like, okay, well, how can I do some flip? Well, me actually being down here, grounded, is the flip. Usually I'm about 20, 30 feet up in the air. A true name that I give myself is more of an aerial artist. The aerial arts actually encompasses many different types of performances and also objects such as pole. These are done all around the world. This right here actually is Mallakhamb. It's an Indian pole sport that was started hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And it was actually to showcase men's strength and also agility and just skill. Another type of pole that was kind of invented was something called Chinese pole. This also, hundreds of years ago, included multiple poles. And as you see, multiple performers. So these performers would not only launch themselves, but they would flip and catch and grab all these different types of poles like this. As that being said, it was a little bit more acrobatic. So what they did was they decided to travel. And they perform throughout the country, throughout region to region, and they would perform for anyone that would really actually see their show. This is actually how the modern circus was born. You have these traveling performers. Mallakhamb, which was the original pole, we actually have women that developed their skill, honed in, and performed on hanging ropes. So these hanging ropes was a different apparatus. The ropes themselves, actually today, is called corde de lis, Spanish web, even just aerial rope, making it simple. These different apparatuses that they used require different things. So as you see here, this is similar to rope. When you are dealing with a rope, you're actually a performer that will pose, flip, do a whole bunch of different wraps, and then end in drops, very elaborate drops. So these drops, as some of you might not know what a drop is, looks like this. They would take this, let me explain what a drop is. It's a little different. You would use gravity. Gravity's our friend, but it also hurts if you land. So that's why you do not land in a drop to the ground. So what we would do is we would actually take this rope, you would wrap it around strategically and place this in certain spots so that way you have safety wraps. Safety wraps are important because they unravel into a big, huge ending. So these endings, which are the wow factor, is what everyone really wants to see as an audience. So these performing acrobats and also rope artists, that's not all they are. They actually are inventors. They actually invent different types of apparatuses, such as the aerial silks. I actually do the aerial silks as well. As you saw, this was not invented until about the late 1970s. This is because of the advancement in bra manufacturing. Due to that, they finally found the perfect fabric that would be the best stretch and the best strength to cradle and support an aerial artist such as this. That being said, there's other apparatuses that are formed all the time. Like you can actually find apparatuses in everyday objects, such as a regular chair that you're sitting on, a ladder. These are also actual circus artists. They use these. This one over here is the aerial hoop. As you look behind me, you might see one. The aerial hoop, it was developed for more of a contortionist style of an exercise, or as you see, performance. And you can actually hang the hoop differently. And the difference is, when you hang it, you can hang it, as you see here, from a single point. Same thing over there. But you can also hang it from a double point. What happens if you hang it from the sides? And then it rotates. So now not only will it spin, it also flips. We call this tippy lyra. So the difference is different types of performances. These performances get more complicated. It's very difficult to explain what we did. So when my wife and I first started, we explained everything, and we didn't really know how to explain it for people that did not know what we were doing. They just kind of were like, hey, are you taking photos from the sky or aerial something? No, we're not. Oh, you're climbing from the curtains. All right, well, at least that's closer. So yeah, we climbed from the curtains. So that being said, it actually got much easier through advancements in this thing called the internet and social media, different outlets. It was mainstream through TV, Instagram, Facebook, you know, all the mainstream things that people can visually see. So we took that and ran with it. So it brought us to a fact that people didn't want to just go to the gym, okay? It's kind of boring going to the gym. You just kind of run on the treadmill. There's no real goals. So people actually came to us and they were like, we want to do something different, something fun, something, you know, that I have a goal. So that's actually how we got started. And it also benefits quite differently for different people. Since everyone comes for different reasons, you can actually break it apart, such as the aerial apparatuses can be used for different types of sensory needs. So you can touch them, you can feel them, you can spin in them, you can hang on them. So it actually is very comfy if you wanted to just lay in them. Another thing, that if you hang upside down, it decompresses your spine in ways that you normally wouldn't get if you were just standing all day. As you lay in a comfy, nice, luxurious hammock, I mean, who wouldn't want to lay in a hammock, right? We actually took that, and of course you can't just lay in a hammock all the time. It doesn't work. So we had a skill set. We had to teach you. Literally, we teach you from the ground up. We make it attainable for everyone, but in our case, we had to teach you from the ground up, and even more up. From that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna introduce someone. Her name is Alexa. She came to me, and she started when she was 12. She's been taking the aerial arts for a couple years now, and she started, and she knew exactly what she wanted to do at the age of 12. What, you say? I want to be a circus artist. That's what I want to do. Okay. Thankfully for her parents, she didn't have to go far. We're here. So because we, my wife and I, already did this and went and traveled, she didn't have to. So without further ado, I'm going to give you Alexa.